2NURFM News. For our sponsor, Tile Warehouse Warners Bay, the large floor tile specialists.
It's 1 o'clock. Good afternoon. I'm Annabelle Regan with 2NURFM Hunter News. The Greens are worried for Hunter TAFE students after obtaining a document showing plans to sell off local campuses. They say the Baird government is planning to sell Scone campus and shift its courses to Kurri Kurri. Land and facilities at Glendale, Muswellbrook and Belmont campuses have also been targeted. Greens MP John Kay says a sell-off will severely disadvantage the community.
If this goes ahead, there will be fewer opportunities for Hunter TAFE to provide for the next generation of skilled workers. This is about taking away opportunity. It means that young people who want to get back into the workforce, older women, will not have those opportunities.
Community leaders in the Hunter are welcoming the prospect of seeing Syrian asylum seekers in the region. Despite fears of a lack of short-term accommodation, community support for the prospect of new arrivals is believed to be high. Newcastle refugee advocate Sister Di Santelman says the region has a lot to offer these people.
Now we're going to be having a very, very large glasshouse complex built out at Williamtown, and that will actually be a wonderful opportunity for a lot of these families to get into their first job. They may be studying part-time to become brain surgeons, but in the meantime they can help grow tomatoes.
An 18-year-old man is due to face court after being accused of robbing a Rutherford service station. It's a claim the man hit an attendant with a handheld EFTPOS machine before escaping with a number of items from the Hunter New England Highway business earlier this month. He's been refused bail to front Maitland Court today. Martin Rush may only be the Mayor of Muswellbrook for a short time, as leadership challenge has been announced. In a meeting to be held tonight, councillors will nominate themselves for the top job. Councillor Rush has been the Mayor of Muswellbrook for 7 years. Councillor Malcolm Ogg says a number of councillors, including himself, have expressed their interest in positions of both Mayor and Deputy Mayor.
I believe that Councillor Rush intends to re-nominate as Mayor. There are several councillors that have indicated that they're interested in standing as Deputy Mayor. Having acted as Mayor earlier this year for a reasonable period of time, I would relish the opportunity of doing the same as Mayor.
The backlog in the Hunter's family courts is placing at-risk children in even more danger. A lack of targeted funding and judges in family courts places children at risk as their cases are delayed and victims are not given access to health professionals such as psychiatrists. The concerns are raised with the beginning of Child Protection Week today. Senior family lawyer from Slater and Gordon, Heather McKinnon, says vulnerable children should be assisted as quickly as possible.
The delays mean that often children are living in very volatile situations and there's no way of assessing what risks they might be exposed to. So speed is everything when you're talking about children.
A new program for families affected by childhood heart disease has been launched today at John Hunter Hospital. The parents of children suffering from the disease have helped to develop a new program to address a critical lack of resources and information available. Childhood heart disease is the country's leading cause of death for babies under the age of 1, with 8 babies born every day suffering a heart defect. HeartKids CEO Dave Rose says the resources will provide practical support for Hunter families.
It's a really terrific guide that will help families in the Hunter region access services in Sydney and also provide them with practical support. It could be things like a petrol card to help them with their travel, some financial assistance and with accommodation when they get to Sydney, and also to help them manage the anxieties that it's associated with a diagnosis or with a surgery.
Tender is to be announced today for the Toryburn Bridge, which was lost in the April superstorm. Roads Minister Duncan Gay says work is due to start in November, with the project due for completion early next year. In finance, the All Ords is up 35 points at 51.31 and $1 Australian is buying 71.15 US cents.
Sport, thanks to our sponsor, Warners Bay Sports Club.
The Knights will have the chance to play in the 2015 New South Wales Cup Grand Final when they take on Mounties on Sunday. The opportunity comes after Newcastle belted Penrith 44-12 yesterday, aided by the return of 6 first graders to the side. Mounties, the feeder club for Canberra Raiders, were minor premiers and will be favourites heading into the clash, despite Newcastle pushing on 89 points in their last 2 games. Terry Gulavoka have claimed the Black Diamond AFL Cup with a grand final victory over Newcastle City. After going undefeated for nearly the entire season, Terrigal lost back-to-back games against City in the lead-up to the final, but were too strong in the end, winning 14-9-93 to 10-11-71. And the Surfest Women's Classic has been restored to its position as a 6-star, 6,000-point qualifying series event for the World Surf League. Crowdfunding has meant the competition will return to the top WQS rating for 2016 after being dropped due to lack of sponsorship. That's sport. I'm Georgia Lupton.
2NURFM News Time is 1:05.